She always does that every time I start a tractor. When I start it, she'll come around and be yipping at it. So I always say on the videos, this is how you start a German Shepherd. I started a YouTube channel 10 years ago now, where I call myself the Millennial Farmer. And the whole entire idea behind it was to try to relate to people about what's actually happening on the family farms, because I was seeing so much information online, on social media, and everywhere you go about agriculture that had some truth to it, but people didn't fully understand why we use the management practices that we're using. And so what I wanted to do was be fully transparent about what my family's doing out here and what really happens in rural America on our family farms. When I was a kid, I didn't know how difficult farming was in that time period. My parents did a good job of never really bringing that in the house, right? I know there's a lot of geopolitical stuff going on right now that is affecting agriculture, but our commodity prices were low and our inputs were high before anything happened with the Strait of Hormuz, before anything happened with tariffs. For my entire life, for my father's entire life, farming has been up and down so much that you have to learn how to manage through the low times and make your best decisions during good times. Overall, at this point, the social media is quite a bit more lucrative than the farming. It's interesting to see that the really successful farms over time almost always have another source of income. I do feel the stresses of increased costs with fertilizer or diesel or lower demand with our soybeans right now. I do feel the stresses of all that, but I also know that I'm fortunate and that there's a lot of farms out there that feel that stress a lot stronger than I do. It took me 3 to 4 years before I became comfortable as the millennial farmer, even within my own community. I was camera shy, which was the reason the camera only saw me for the first 3 to 4 years, because I was not comfortable having the camera out in front of anybody else. It took me a while to get used to that. As far as being comfortable with where the channel's at, I've never gotten comfortable with that. I always feel like I could wake up any day and it can all be gone. I'm comfortable with the fact that I've done the job for 10 years. If I do wake up and it is all gone, I'll be okay with that. I'll be bummed out, but I'll be okay with that.